Hi everyone, my name is Sarah. Today I will introduce for you the first tutorial about Autodesk Revit Architecture 2012. Maybe some of you will wonder what Autodesk Revit Architecture is. It is actually a BIM application, which is shortcut of Building Information Modeling application. This kind of applications are depending on information and parametric 3D modeling. Those applications generate all your documents. If you are an architect, they will generate your plans, sections, elevations, schedules, tables, whatever. Any component that you add to your project, it will be saved as data or information. You can see here all the information. For example, here the wall, you can find all the information about this wall, and it will be saved in your project, and you can get this information as tables and schedules and list of quantities, list of components. BIM applications are very important nowadays, and many firms are depending on them. They are very important in AEC industry, which is architecture, engineering, construction industry. They save time by generating all your documents, and they are ready for printing, and also saves time by work sharing. You can share your work with other members of your team, whoever structural team, architectural team. All teams are working on one or two projects actually, not as using many softwares in the same time, which makes a lot of troubles and a lot of delays and wasting a lot of time. Most of Europe, I know that most of Europe and North Africa, they are using ArchiCAD, which is a BIM application, but in North America, Revit architecture is the key of AEC industry nowadays. So in this tutorial, I will show you the basic principles of Revit architecture, and we will start with, of course, the user interface of Revit. The user interface of Revit architecture is different than other applications. You can call it contextual interface, which means that the panels and the tools and everything is fixed, and some commands, they only appearing when you click on a component or on annotation or any element in your project. You can find that new tools are appearing because you click on the element. So let's start with another thing about the interface, that you can't customize it easily. You only can customize the panels, which is not that useful as other application, which is also considered as one of Revit limitations. Let's start with the interface. Revit has what you call it application menu. It's existed in many applications. You open, save as, export, publish. It also has what's called the quick access toolbar. This considered or is useful for you to add shortcuts here by clicking on any command, and you can see here you can add the quick access toolbar. But this toolbar is limited in few commands, as you see. It has the main thing about Revit is the ribbon. You can see here the ribbon. The ribbon consists of 10 tabs. In 2011 it has 9 tabs, but in 2012 you can see here 10 tabs, which analyze tab is a new command or new commands here, studying the energy consumption of your project, which we will explain later. In the home tab there are many panels. Each panel consists of commands or tools here. This tab has the main commands, which they are the components such as the walls, doors, windows, other components. You have the model lines. Also it has the datum. It consisted of the content commands and what's called a datum, which we will explain later. Also it has the work plan, which is one of the most important commands you should understand before starting using Revit. In insert tab, it has also many panels. Its function is about to insert other files from other applications such as CAD files, images, but the new thing in 2012 is how to add what's called 3D laser scans, which is very new in Revit architecture. In Annotate you can find how to add dimensions, details, text tags, which will be explained in details in next tutorials. In Analyze we mentioned that you can study your concept or your final project, how many energy it's consuming. In Structure you can add few structural systems here, which help you to explain your idea to structural team. As you know, there is another Autodesk Revit called Autodesk Revit Structure, which is for structural team. Massing and site, it's very important in Revit architecture, and which make it special than ArchiCAD. In ArchiCAD you can find massing tool, but in Revit architecture it has, and it's very useful, and I mean, you can start with your conceptual phase by Revit. You don't have to use other application to create your concept. You can start by Revit and end by Revit, which saves more time. In Collaborate, its function is about how to organize your work team with other disciplines. We will explain it more in details. In View, it's work for how your final sheets are looking, and how you can add views such as 3D views, sections, elevations. In Manage, you can manage the properties of your project, how you change the units of your project, which it should be changed from the beginning, of course, how to locate your project, which helps you in energy analyzing and sunny path studying. In Modify, it's called this main modify, which it's for the elements of your project, but when you click on any element, you can notice here there is an additional panels which is specified for walls. For example, you can find here panels that you can modify the properties of your wall. If you click door here, you can find that there is different commands are specified for the doors. It also has what's called the properties. This is fixed or for all the elements and components of your project. When you click any element here, you can find the properties of this element, so you should keep that palette always in your screen because it's very useful. You can find all the properties and you can change wherever you want, depends on your desire. It has also the project browser, which is also very important palette. It consists, it shows you all your views, levels, and all the documents of your projects will be here, and you can click here and open them immediately. What else we have in Revit? We have status bar, of course, which is available in all applications. We have here the view control bar, which is also new in 2012, which consists its function is about how to work with other teams, and you can organize your work with other disciplines. What we have else, we have of course the drawing area, which of course it's the most important thing. You can see here you have all your drawings are available here. You can organize them as you want, or you can maximize one of them and work on it. We have also an interesting toolbar here, which is called Info Center. You can search here for any information about any command. You can sign here online, which helps you to get online help, which is new in 2012 edition. I think this is the main or the major idea about interface of Revit architecture. In the next tutorial we will explain more. I will explain more about what are these tools are for and what they called exactly and what they are doing. So please look up for our next tutorial, and I hope you enjoy your Revit. Just practice. Thank you.